the not so magnificent 7, and mean reversion. The top 7 stocks we hear all the talking heads discussing on TV are all down, 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 down to start the year. You want to know why? Mean reversion. Mean reversion is a financial theory that says asset prices will tend to revert to its historical mean or average over time. So what goes up has to come back down, come back to a little bit of normalcy, right? Investors are selling shares of the Magnificent Seven and investing in other areas of the market. And if you're not sure what the Magnificent Seven is, don't fret. I'm going to break it down here in just 1 second. Laggards in 2023, or the stocks that just weren't performing well at all and just had terrible years, are gaining traction. A broadening out of the market is forming. Now, let's be honest. It's not healthy long term to have all the gains in the stock market coming from just 7 stocks. So let's dive in a little bit deeper. The S&P 500, and if you're not familiar with the S&P 500 is, it's the 500 largest publicly traded companies on the stock market. The S&P 500 in total is down minus 1.52%, so negative 1.52% this week to start the year. And so let's break it down, and by doing so, I'm going to screen share. All right, here we go. I'll break up my screen a little bit bigger for you guys. All right, now this right here is a cheat sheet for you guys in itself. This heat map is what I use to find what's working and what's not working in the market. Now, I didn't find this myself. If you guys are familiar with Wall Street Trapper, definitely check out his show. He's the one that really put me on game into this heat map. So this is an amazing tool for you to use. I hope it's big enough for you guys. So the Magnificent Seven. So we're going to go to Microsoft. As you see right here, Microsoft down negative 2.21%. Nvidia down down 0.86%. Google down negative 2.51%. Meta down 0.57%. Apple, everybody knows Apple, right? Down almost 6%. Amazon down 4.41%. And rounding it out, Tesla. Tesla is down negative 4.42%. So all of the biggest stocks, the Magnificent Seven, they are all down to start the year. It's pretty crazy, right? All right, let's head back. Now, my personal portfolio, I'm not quite up to start the year, but because I have Pfizer and because I have Lantheus Holdings, another company that is in the medical field and the health field, those two companies had a decent week to start the year. And so my portfolio was a little bit saved because I do invest in companies like Apple and Microsoft as well. But because I have a lot of my money tied in to, like I said, Pfizer and Lantheus Holdings, I was able to overcome a lot of the losses that the Magnificent Seven and a lot of the S&P 500 are suffering so far this year. So I hope that helped you guys. Definitely, it's the time, if you've thought about getting into investing, if you wanted to think about opening a brokerage account, now's a great time to do it. Because companies like Apple, even Microsoft, Google, those are great companies to invest in long term. And it might be a buying opportunity for you, especially with Apple. Apple, there's a lot of negativity about Apple. They're saying the iPhone sales are declining, as well as some of the other products that they'll be releasing. There's a lot of negative sentiment about the Vision Pro. It's $3,500. How many people are actually going to rush out and buy it? I know if I had $3,500 laying around, I would absolutely buy it. I think it's an awesome new technology, and I think it's going to be something that down the road, Apple's going to have these headsets on all of us, just like we have so many people in the US carry an iPhone. I think that's the next biggest thing, and the next thing that's going to come down Apple's pipeline. They're going to be able to develop these headsets. They're going to be significantly cheaper, probably around the price as Meta headsets, the Quest headsets. I haven't really dove into. I've never put one in my head. I've never utilized it myself. So if you guys have used any of the headsets, I think maybe Google has a headset as well. If you guys do have experience with them, please leave a comment. I want to know, what's the experience like. Is it worth buying those devices, or do you think I should wait for technology to catch up, like Apple's, and for it to be a little bit cheaper? So definitely let me know in the comments what you think if you are a consumer or someone that's already used the virtual reality headsets already. And like I said, if you haven't opened a brokerage account yet, definitely do it for your kids if you have kids, and just start investing slowly with them. You can follow a lot of my content, and I'll provide some value for you guys and show you what I'm personally investing in. And just to give you a little tidbit, I left corporate America about 7 months ago, and then I took out my Roth IRA and my traditional 401k. I rolled it over into my own personal account where I'm managing myself. And to be quite honest with you guys, it's not that hard. And I'm doing a lot better job than a lot of hedge funds do. And the people that are managing your money right now, I'm guarantee I'm beating them. I beat the S&P 500. I beat the market last year, about I think 3% last year. So if I can do it, you can do it too. And if you need a little bit of help, I do have a support group that's available for you. It's on Patreon, and I'll put that in the episode description. I have two Patreon communities I literally just launched this week. There's one for the poker community. So if you're a poker fan, poker player, or if you're someone that just wants to get into poker, there's a lot of similarities in the market and poker. So tap into that community. If you want to play together, if you want to grow together, learn and improve your game together, travel together, and most importantly, make money together, join the community. It's very affordable. In both communities, it's seven-day free trial for both communities, for the investing community and for the poker community. On the 16th of January, so a couple days from now, I'm heading to Mississippi to visit my family, and I'll be playing the World Series of Poker Circuit event in Tunica, Mississippi. So if you're going to be there, definitely tap in with me. And if you're somebody who travels for poker and you're going to be in Tunica, definitely join the community. Let's link up. Let's travel together. Let's play together. Maybe we can swap some action with one another. Poker players are what I'm talking about when I'm talking about swapping action. So definitely tap in. I want you guys to be in this community. It's a diverse community. It's an inclusive community. It's for everybody. My background is in poker. I actually dropped out of college to pursue my poker dream. And so I left school, I think it's probably around 2010. And then I got on the road and became a poker dealer. And then when I became a poker dealer, had the opportunity to deal to some of the best players in the world. So what I did was I got paid to watch the best players in the world play. I dissected their game, and then I used their strategies into my own game, and it allowed me to really make some money. And in 2015, if you're a poker player, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about. But I played the World Series of Poker main event. It's a $10,000 buy-in. That's right, a $10,000 buy-in, and I made the money. I was so proud of myself. It was really my dream is just to play that tournament, and to play that tournament, play against one of my favorite poker players is someone I look up to, Daniel Negreanu, and actually beat him in pots on day 3 of the main event. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. So after chasing that dream, I dove into the actual casino industry as a poker dealer, worked my way up to a supervisor, then a manager of one of the casinos here in Maryland. I actually opened the property, and like I said, I left. So I have a lot of knowledge on both sides. I know the players aspect of the game, and then I know the business aspect, the operations aspect of the game. I've hired uh, over 100 poker dealers. I know exactly what it what it takes to be a poker dealer. I know what it takes to be a supervisor. I know what it takes to be a manager in the casino industry. So with all that being said, join the poker community on Patreon. Like I said, it'll be in the episode description, will be the link. Also, I want you guys to know about my podcast, All in Society. We just started season 3. It was released Friday. It's a different format. I'm just dropping one episode a week now. It's really condensed to about 20 to 30 minutes now. I'm going over top news that I think you guys should know, either in the stock market or just global news that we all should be aware of that could definitely impact our daily lives. And then also I go over a fun topic, one fun topic. And the topic I decided to pick on this week, or pick and choose this week, you know, Cat Williams and his interview on Club Shay Shay. So I share a portion of that interview and just my take on the interview in itself. And then last but not least, guys, All in Society and Friends. It's my pride and joy. On my YouTube page, I interview experts in various industries, people that are passionate about their work, that love doing their jobs or their career. I like reaching out to people that are not necessarily celebrities, but folks that you probably don't know who they are, but they're definitely up and comers in their industry, and they were gracious enough to come on my show, provide some value, and I hope I make it entertaining for you guys and you learn something along the way. So again, the Patreon community, my podcast, All in Society, and All in Society and Friends. You guys got some homework. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Have an amazing weekend. Be safe out there, especially if you're in the areas of the country that has snow. Peace. Have a good one.